Hey guys, welcome back. So it wouldn't be Halloween without Return of the Living Dead. I first saw this film when I was about 15 years old. One of my friends took me to the movies to watch it, and I was traumatized. It fucked me up. This film, touted as a horror comedy, I didn't see the comedy in it at all. This film was just terrifying to me. I didn't know it at the time, but I was not a big fan of zombies. They terrified me. These creepy things that crawled out of the grave and wanted to eat you, like rotting and just disgusting looking, surrounding you, ripping you apart. Trauma material, man. I didn't like it, and for years I never liked zombie films. Although I watched them, they really scared me. Now this film is kind of loosely based as a sequel to George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. It's kind of based on it. So the basic premise is, what happened to the original zombies in that classic film? They're locked in tanks and sent away by the army, and now they're in this warehouse and are discovered by a whole bunch of new victims, and they're unleashed upon the world. Now, this film is directed by Dan O'Bannon. He really is kind of a good director. So he's directed a few horror movies over the years, like The Resurrected, this one, Bloodbath. But he's done a lot of writing, primarily for Alien, which is quite surprising. And he's worked closely with John Carpenter as well. And I really enjoyed the cast from this too. It's got Clu Gallagher, who also was in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. James Karen, he's a crowd favourite. Don Cafter, Tom Matthews, who also featured in Friday the 13th Part 6. Jason Lives, Beverly Randolph, John Philpum. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of names here that you would recognise. Linnea Quigley, who is a Scream icon. So yeah, it's got a pretty decent cast. And the special effects in this are just terrifying. I mean, the zombies are just so grotesque and horrible looking. Especially Tarman, who you're probably going to see in this trailer. But this one is one of my all-time favorites. I just love it dearly. So, Return of the Living Dead, the trailer. 3, 2, 1, go. 1985 was a good year. Scream Factory, yeah, the re-release on Blu-ray. It's a good scan. It looks nice. Even the soundtrack scares me in this movie, man. Like this score here, it just
in the dark of the night,
a sense of dread.
Strange is going on.
It's a great score. It's horrifying. Yeah, you do. Okay, that one was hokey. There's more wet-looking zombies that are quite grotesque.
That movie, Night of the Living Dead.
We love that one.
Well, hello.
The dead.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There's 100 of those things out there.
How many did you say?
100.
And now the
More than 100.
is, how do we get them back into the ground?
It's a great soundtrack. Like, the movie is funny.
Frank, we have a little problem.
4 left, 10 right.
Oh boy. This is the point where I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? I want to leave. Tarman. Oh, brains. That's where that old catchphrase comes from. Brains. Oh, this. Oh.
Medical science is baffled.
And it's a puzzle, because technically you're not alive.
Why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains.
Yeah, the zombies talk in this one.
How do you kill something that's already dead?
Well, how do I know, Fred? I don't know. Let me think.
It's not a bad question, Bert. In that movie, they destroyed your brain to kill him. Is that what they did?
The brain, right?
Oh boy. Batter up. See, they can still move even when they're in bits. These zombies are hard to kill, man.
Terry is nervous.
Usual crap.
The police are confused.
Oh my God, just so much carnage. Oh.
Send more cops.
It worked in the movie. Well, it ain't working now. Read the movie line.
It's not a bad
The movie lied.
It's not a bad question, Bert. It's not a bad question, Bert.
Yeah.
The return of the living dead.
Oh, it's a good one. So classic. It took me a long time to really appreciate the comedy of it. Like I said, that first time as an impressionable 15-year-old, I was just like, oh my God, it was scary. We actually sat down, we cowered down behind our seats and we looked up at the projection window and you could see the image of the movie on the glass. And that's what we watched for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes. Like, even my friend, he was just cowering with me. We were just terrified. People must have been just laughing at us in the theater. But man, it really, really, really freaked me out. So when it came out on video, and I've watched it 100 times since, but there was a good long time whenever I put this movie on, I didn't want to watch it because I knew it was going to scare me so much. But I did anyway, because like even that opening score, that was just terrifying in itself. It just kind of set the tone and what I was in for, and I was just like, oh, gave me the willies. But yeah, like I said, I've seen it a lot of times now, and a lot of other zombie films as well, so I have a real appreciation for zombie horror. I mean, George A. Romero, amazing. So I kind of watch it from a different perspective now, and I do appreciate the humor. I mean, it's there. It's all the way through. I mean, the dialogue is very witty and funny, and the cast perform it well. But yeah, I just couldn't get past the horror of the zombies. I think it was my first zombie film, to be honest. I mean, I hadn't watched any Romero at this point, so I didn't know about the lore of Night of the Living Dead or anything. But the lore of this movie is that film, Night of the Living Dead, was based on a true event, and the zombies were real, and they were in this location, barreled up by the military. I'm not gonna go any further. Like I said, this is a fun one. This is a great film to watch with your friends and having a few drinks. Halloween, yeah, check it out. So if you've not seen Return of the Living Dead, do yourself a solid and check it out. It's a riot from beginning to end. It might terrify you, it might make you laugh, it might make you do both, but it will find its way into your heart and make you love it. It's really awesome. Like I said before, you might see some of these films and consider them hokey. I mean, today's modern audience has got a different set of eyes than back in the day. But man, I just love this film to death. It's so much fun. Anyway, happy Halloween and all that stuff. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.